What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we have some unfortunate news and unfortunate update as two-time Olympic gold medalist, three-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, and reigning IBF lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer Vasily High-Tech Lomachenko. 18 wins, 3 losses, no draws, 12 wins by way of knockout, 36 years of age, 5'7", with a 66-inch arm reach, has now officially retired from the sport of boxing at 36 years of age, and is relinquishing his IBF title. The last time we saw him in the ring was May of this year when he took on former unified lightweight world champion, Australian superstar boxer, George Kambosos Jr., to which he stopped George Kambosos in the 11th round. Lomachenko was having negotiations to face off against Gervonta Tank Davis in a mega showdown, a fight that has been anticipated for years, and a unification bout, and now it has now been all but washed away. Unfortunately, right? Unfortunately, it has been washed away because Lomachenko decided he's no longer able to participate in the sport of boxing. It's unfortunate, right? Because there's big fights. I wanted to see Lomachenko versus Tank Davis. For years, Lomachenko was calling out Gervonta Tank Davis when it was at 130 pounds to unify the belts at 130 pounds. When they had 135 to unify the belts at 135. And Floyd Mayweather wasn't interested in making a fight. The fights kept getting prolonged, pushed back. And now Lomachenko decided they were negotiating for a showdown in November. And Lomachenko decided he's not interested, right? It's like he purposely did it to Gervonta Tank Davis after Tank Davis made him wait for so long. And then there's the Shakur Stevenson fight with Lomachenko. High profile, high class, technical boxing match that I wanted to see. Excuse me. And now that's simply not going to happen either, because Lomachenko is officially calling it quits. So Lomachenko is now going to vacate the IBF title, and it's said that Raymond Muratalla and I believe Arnold Barboza or somebody can be fighting for that vacant IBF title, okay? Again, this is unfortunate, but Lomachenko is dealing with a lot. He was distraught after his fight with Devin Haney, losing that fight for undisputed. He came back, he won the title, he beat George Kambosos Jr. And, I thought that he was still looking to pursue undisputed, you know what I mean? He's not old, he's still young, he's still 36 years of age. And I just knew, I'm like, there's no way. But Lomachenko has officially called it quits. I thought when he pulled out the negotiations with Gervonta Tank Davis, I said Lomachenko is ducking Gervonta Tank Davis, right? And no, he truly is sticking to his stance and standing on his square and calling it quits in the sport of boxing. He was never a boxer that fought for money. That was never his thing, right? You never heard him talking about negotiations for money and, holding up fights for money. That was never Lomachenko's thing. But now he's officially called it quits. He's fought for legacy and to represent his country in Ukraine. And he just wanted to be great and accomplishments, right? But this unfortunate chain of events that's going on between Russia and Ukraine, I believe that took a lot out of Vasily Lomachenko as well. And now Lomachenko, is going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Many people have asked me, is Lomachenko a Hall of Famer? And I would say yes. I believe he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, right? I think that Lomachenko, because in the sport of boxing, we include, the amateurs, and he's a he's a two-time Olympic gold medalist. Okay. He's a unified lightweight world champion. He's a 3-division champion. He's accomplished a lot in the sport of boxing. He became Lomachenko at one point in time. So he's achieved a lot in the sport of boxing. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the IBF title, who fights for it, and to see who, unifications. Now, we got Keyshawn Davis going to fight Dennis Baranchyk February 14th. That is Valentine's Day at Madison Square Garden for the WBO title. Winner of that can fight, and look to unify the belts. So it's going to be, people going to strive to pick up that belt. Shakur Stevenson is going to fight Floyd Schofield. So after he fights Floyd Schofield, is Shakur Stevenson going to, look to pick up that belt? That IBF belt, unify the IBF belt, right? So this is going to be extremely, extremely interesting, to see how this unfolds and plays out, man. Man, I'm just a little bit disappointed because I truly, truly wanted to see Lomachenko unify these belts. I wanted to see him in the big fights with Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis. I wanted to see those fights, and unfortunately, we're just simply not going to get those fights because he called it quits. Now, he's still 36. Hopefully, Lomachenko decides, that, he changes his mind. He still can come back and compete. He's not old. You know what I mean? So hopefully he decides that he can change his mind and he comes back and he fights, and wants to pick up the belts, and we could see unification bout, man. It's unfortunate, but let's see how this all unfolds and plays out, man. But that's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.